Hello everyone, myself Anurag from Riva, Madhya Pradesh. I have completed my undergraduation from JNKBB College of Agriculture, Riva in the year 2023. I have secured All India rank first in ICRPJ Plant Sciences 2023 exam. Now I start my discussion with you all with current year paper analysis. In current year, 30 questions from genetics, 22 questions from plant breeding, 24 questions from pathology, 9 questions from microbiology, 12 questions from seed tech, and 23 questions from crop physiology, economic botany, and general agriculture have been asked. Now start with genetics. For genetics, I preferred BD Singh book. You can skip some chapters from this book like chapter number 27, 28, and last 4 chapters. Besides these chapters, read all chapters very thoroughly and don't skip any line, and focus more on topics which are mentioned in your syllabus. And I suggest you to at least read this book 3 and 4 times and then make notes and add all the numerical type questions and all the formula in these notes and revise as many time you can. And now coming to plant breeding. For plant breeding, I preferred Plant Breeding by BD Singh book, and from this book you can cover chapter number 1 to clonal selection chapter and last 5 chapters very thoroughly. And for stress breeding you can prefer only the charts, and for chapters like reproduction and intellectual property rights I suggest you to refer other sources as well, because in BD Singh these chapters are not completely covered. And for breeding methods, BD Singh book is sufficient. There is no need to go anywhere else. In the current year, 4 to 5 questions from breeding methods have been asked. So focus more on breeding methods and don't skip any concept and any line. And if you have any doubt regarding these methods and what are the differentiation between them, discuss with your seniors or with your professors. And now coming to plant pathology, I first covered S.C. Dubey book on ground notes, then I covered Utpal Kumar Bhattacharya book. For history part, I prefer different sources because history part is not completely covered in a single book and compiled all the resources. And you should have clear understanding of different type of microorganisms like fungi, bacteria, viruses, viroids, and what are the differentiation between them on the basis of structure and on the basis of nutrition etc. For bacteria and archaea classification you can refer Tharo and Kapoor book. And for bacteria part I suggest you to mainly focus on the transformation, transduction, conjugation and gram staining part. And for fungi and virus you should mainly focus on the classification part. For fungi classification you should refer Angaround notes and S.C. Dubey book. And for virus classification you can refer Utpal Kumar Bhattacharya book. The objective in Utpal Kumar Bhattacharya book cover major objectives from virus classification. And for disease I suggest you to mainly focus on those diseases which have specific name and specific symptoms like Adbutta disease, Karnal disease and ghost spot symptoms and witch's broom symptoms like that. And for epidemiology you can refer ground notes, because in this ground notes epidemiology is completely and nicely covered. Now coming to microbiology, I preferred Tharo and Kapoor book. Read first 4 chapters very thoroughly, don't skip any line, and after that you should mainly focus on the topics, not all read all the chapters. Topics like nitrogen fixation, fermentation, bacteria and archaea classification, biogas production. For this topic you can refer this book. And now coming to crop physiology. For crop physiology I preferred ground notes. You can also prefer annual notes and other sources as well, because the topic is limited in crop physiology, and so don't skip any line. Thorough with all the steps in photosynthesis, respiration, transpiration. And now coming to seed tech. For seed tech I preferred Seed Science at a Glance and P.K. Agrawal book. And you can also refer other sources as well, because the major problem in seed tech is the all the syllabus is not covered in a single book, so you can refer different sources, but you should compile all the resources in a single book or in a single notes, and you should have clear understanding of the development process of seed, and what are the pollination, what types of different types of fertilization, and what are the barriers of embryo development, and what are the hormonal changes in this process, and different type of seeds. You should thorough with this. And for hybrid seed production, you should mainly focus on the practices like emasculation, stigma assertion, row pulling, etc. And for data related question, you should mainly focus on the crops which are mentioned in your syllabus, and the data which are unique, you should mainly focus on that, like groundnut and soybean have 70% germination percentage which are unique to other crops, so you should mainly focus on those data. And now coming to crop physiology part, I preferred for for general agriculture Nevra Sunda book and Arun Katyan book. You can prefer these two books, and read and revise these two books 3 and 4 times before 1 month before exam. This will totally benefit you. And I have some suggestion for you all guys regarding the exam. First, select your subject based on your interest, not based on the scope, because all subjects are good and all subjects have very good scope in future. So when you select your subject, then collect the previous year questions paper of this subject and analyze as many times you can. This will totally benefited you to make a good strategy for the exam, and you can analyze the exam pattern of JARA Plant Sciences and make a proper timetable. Follow this timetable on the daily basis and study minimum 5 hours daily minimum. Maximum you can read 12 hours 15 hours on your capacity. And you can refer different sources other than which are mentioned by me in this video. But one thing you should keep in mind, that during use when you refer different sources, compile all the information in a single book or in a single notes, so you can easily revise a single chapter very easily during your exam. And before going to exam hall, you should give 1 and 2 full length mock test. This will solely benefit you to think wisely and smartly in the exam, and don't think too much about the exam result in the exam hall, because JRF is very long journey. Give your best, all the best for future aspirants. Thank you so much Agri Toppers Academy for giving me platform to share my experience with my all juniors, and thank you so much again. I have joined Agri Toppers mock test series which helped me during my exam preparation. Thank you so much.